Hey guys, what's up? Lone Berserker here, and this is a commentary 3 versus 3. I am Armenia, and my allies are the Iceni and Pontus. We're going up against Bactria, Boii, and Galatia. So for this battle, I'm actually using another experimental build here. I have 2 Horse Archers, 3 Eastern Cataphracts, 2 Noble Blood Cavalry, 5 Hillmen, 2 Slingers, and 2 Archers. And I have 3 Cartly Axemen and the oh-so amazing Azat Knight General. Now, I know everyone's going to hate on this unit, but I don't really care because I'm going to bring it anyway. Screw Royal Cataphracts. The Azat Knight is clearly better than that, and I will always argue that. I'm kidding. The Azat Knight actually sucks, but I'm still going to bring it just because I want to. And I think it's funny. Because I'd rather have a melee cav than a shot cav general. So, the Iceni player has a mix. Let's just see here. 3 sword band, 4 Breton slingers, 5 chosen sword band, 2 war dogs. These get tons of kills later in the game. 3 veteran riders, 2 heroic riders, and 1 Levy Freeman. Pontus has 3 Scythian Horse Archers, 3 Eastern Archers, I think 3 Celtic Warriors, 4 Pontic Swords, 3 Thoreo Spears, and then 2 Cappadocians, 2 Pontic Royals. Hold on a second. Okay. So Bactria has 3 Horse Archers, Mercenary Scythians, 4 Hillmen, 2 Slingers, 1 Persian Light Archer, 3 Thorax Swords, 2 Thoreo Spears, Bactrian Noble, 3 of them, and then 2 Bactrian Royal Cav. Boii has 4 Celtic Slingers, 2 Levy Freemen, 5 Sword Followers, 5 Heavy Horse, 3 Axe Warriors, and 1 Noble Horse. I didn't even see Boii's army because I was only paying attention during my fight. Galatia's got Galatian Spears, Levy Freeman in the front, Celtic Slingers, 2 Horse Skirmishers, which are actually charging the Scythian Horse Archers, 2 Cappadocians, 1 Noble, and I think 5 Galatian Legionaries. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5 Galatian Legionaries, 1 Galatian Nobleman. So this battle, when we played it live, it was super laggy to the point where I'm pretty sure our playtime was either double or tripled. And you're gonna see my micro here is really bad with my Horse Archers because I couldn't correctly micro them because of the lag. And you can see, like, look at that volley. That was a completely oddly timed volley. Like, that shouldn't have even happened. And you can see my guys firing back at an odd time too. So the game was just whack at the start. And we played through the whole thing, but it lagged the entire time until the end when the Pontic player left. Turns out he was the one lagging it. So this Horse Archer might actually break, which would suck for him. So the plan here was to double team Bactria. But some weird crisscross action happens here. This is actually kind of funny. So the initial plan, as I said, was to double team Bactria. Iceni was going to help me with this part of his army, and we were just going to rush him. And I had a pretty good rush build, honestly. And I was confident that it could work. But, so you can see I'm already, like, we're going right at this at the start of this game. We were just running at him. And you'll see me crash through this front line. Now, Iceni's going to run away strategically, because he cannot fight this Boii head on. That would be a tough match for him. He pulls one of his veteran riders out of the way because he realized I was already making a charge here. Now, this is risky, doing what I'm doing, because all he'd have to do, yes, it actually is doing it right here. All he'd have to do is give a click order with the Thorax Swords and throw javelins at me, and I could lose tons of cav. His whole front line basically is going to melt, though. I'll follow it up with Hillmen. They will easily overrun the Bactrian Hillmen, and he's going to get in here too late. These sword band are coming in. I think the dogs already got released. Is that them right there? Yep, so here comes... They're actually into the slingers already. And these dogs just hunt these slingers down, and they kill them all, and this slinger unit will eventually break. So you can see I'm trying to get out of the way here, get my cavalry out of the way. I mean, I'm running my general up, running the Cartly Axeman up, trying to intercept this Bactrian Noble Horse with my Hillman. Not really going too well, though. Actually, this Hillman got wrecked somehow. And now we're going to overpower this flank with 2 sword band and... Hillman. These Bactrian units aren't going to last very long. Thing is, though, as soon as that initial shock value wears off, we're dead. This Hillman does engage this Theraio Spears. I was going to charge it. I think I still do. Possibly not, though. I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure I still go through with it. Yeah, I do. And now I know that's kind of like, you're probably wondering why I did that. Well, I did it I just did it to do it. So, yeah. Now, Britain, I got to slow this down because I keep calling him Britain. Iceni is going to engage here, which is going to be risky for him. He could get steamrolled very quickly, but he's actually taking this fight quite well. But look at this. This is a terrible engagement. That sword follower says 120. That chosen swordsman's down to 99. Don't know what happened there, but this is a good engagement. The sword follower should lose, actually. That's, well... Is that a charge? Yeah, they're charging. Pontus is just now moving up towards Galatia. Pontus has to be careful, though, because he could get steamrolled by that Galatian army if he's not careful. Now, at this point, I was feeling real confident that I could win this fight quickly and get it over with and help Iceni. Here, I'm going to take this gap. Now, the plan was initially to swing around and hit this Bactrian unit here, but that doesn't go as planned. Now, I'm just throwing in my Hillmen, throwing in the Cartly Axeman too. They'll overwhelm that center if things go my way. Trying to get my archers into a good position, but they're kind of just causing more friendly fire. So you'll see what I mean. I was going to go around and hit that thorax sword, but Boii charges me, so I have to fight this heavy horse instead. And this is where things kind of go bad for Iceni and I. We basically start crisscrossing our units, trying to help each other. And you'll see I'm sending a Cartly Axeman over to him too, and I'm also sending this Hillman. This was, or no, I'm not sending, yeah, I'm sending the Hillman too. Because I wanted to save my cav unit, but I'm leaving the Cartly Axeman to fight the thorax sword, because I realized his sword band weren't going to be enough for that. That was a freaking wild javelin volley from that Hillman. Holy crap. This Cataphract did get through. I don't know if I get the charge off. I do, right? Yes, I do get the charge off onto his general. Bactrian Royal Cav aren't bad, but they're really not that good. So I was confident that I could kill his general. Cartly Axeman and Hillman will eventually overpower that thorax sword. And here come my general. Like, my general's getting involved in this too. So yeah, you can see what I'm talking about. My general was very much needed on this side of the battlefield, and I sent him over there because I wanted to help my teammate. There are some times when you should help your teammate, and there are other times where you should just say screw it and not help him at all. But I can't do that. I had to help him. Now, Pontus over here is going to have a tough fight against Galatia. Honestly, this is a weird strategy he had, because he's not psycho-charging with the Celtic Warriors. He's leaving them in the fight. I mean, it's a good idea to blunt the charge, but if you're not going to... But they're just going to be wasted, is what I'm saying. This Galatian Spear, though, it will lose to that Pontic Sword. He's got these Theraio Spears to help close by to help, but they're not doing a good job. That Pontic Cav will destroy that Levy Freeman, unless he gets Javelin. He did get Javelin, but yeah, he lost 5 horses. That was bad. Not much you can do about that, though. This engagement, however, should favor him because he's got the help of the 3 horse archers firing into them. He also has his other Cav unit that he, for some reason, isn't going through this gap and flanking the Galatian units that are surrounded right there. That would have been a good move, but he didn't see it. Somehow his Eastern Archers are still alive. Don't know how, but they are. This Swordman's getting wrecked. And you can see Iceni is starting to struggle in his fight against Boii, which is normal because Boii, in most case scenarios, is just going to crush Iceni. So now he's trying to help me by throwing in this veteran rider. And now I'm going to take the opportunity to get my general out of there, because I wanted to hit the blob of units on this side, which I should have had all 4 of my skirmishers firing at, but I only had 2 of them, and they weren't doing bad, actually, because that Bactrian Royal Cav was down to 44, that one Noble Horse down to 27, and that Noble Horse was actually at 54, so it was pretty healthy. But I was still getting good shots on them nonetheless. Cartly Axeman will beat that Theraio Spear. Over here, though, this Eastern Cataphract might struggle a little bit against the Bactrian Royal Cav. That's why I have these 2 horse archers supporting it, although he has 3 horse archers supporting his, so that could be a fight that does not turn into my favor here if I'm not careful. And you can see before my general gets there, my Cataphract dies. So this is where I probably should have just ran my general through this gap, but I didn't because I was still confident that the Azat Knight could take on these 3 units, this was a freaking huge mistake, by the way. This Azat Knight gets wrecked. Like, I was shocked at how quickly it died. I don't know what it was, but you're going to see that unit drop. I'm still going to use it, though, in the future. No matter what anyone tells me. My Eastern Cataphract is helping Iceni's general by charging that heavy horse. And, yeah, you can see the last of my units get cleared up there. And Bowie Eye's sword-banded veteran rider is going to die, too, here in a minute. Trying to intercept that Thorax sword, though, with this Kartli Axeman. You can see Bowie Eye is struggling, but Pontus actually isn't doing half bad in his fight. He's actually got Galatia pinned down, which I thought was pretty cool, honestly. I didn't think he'd be able to do that, but he was. And then, yeah, the sword follower is getting beaten up, but these Galatian spears and Cappadocian will easily turn the tide of that fight. Although he does have 3 Eastern archers supporting him. I'm actually quite surprised this Pontic army lasted as long as it did, and had the success that it did. But yeah, so that's his side, and then Iceni is falling apart, and so am I. Though I had a bit of success at the start. So this Thorax sword made the big mistake of turning its back to 4 skirmishers. He's gonna eat it. Now let's look at my general. He's already down to 42 and he's losing slightly. Now what really did it in for me here in this fight is my Azat Knight was getting wrecked, yeah, but he wasn't killing anything, and that's why I wasn't supporting him with my skirmishers. Well, I didn't notice it, but I was going to support him if he was losing, which he was, but I didn't see that. I thought he was doing fine. I wasn't checking his kills because I don't have the little information tab thing up during battle, so I thought he was fine. Because that was in red morale, and I saw that, you know, they were kind of taking casualties. I don't know what they were dying from, but it was not from my general. We can normal speed this now. I do get a cheeky charge onto those Scythian horse archers, so he's going to take a lot of casualties from that. And I am using my horse archers as effectively as possible to shoot the Thoreo spears on excess units that are left over here. One crucial thing that my backstreet opponent screwed up on was not taking out my skirmishers, so these 4 just stay alive the entire game and get tons of kills. And my general dies right there. That really kind of like, it just, I was not happy about that. So I was hoping maybe my Noble Blood could succeed in that, and maybe my archers and slingers could finish off his general. Sadly, he gets his general out of there in time, and he will survive for the entire battle. So that was good on the backstreet player's part, and Iceni is struggling to hold together what's left of his line here. This one sword follower is chasing him, but he is getting shot from 2 different directions. My one Cataphract is doing really nice, though. It has 57 numbers. I kept it at 57 men. What the hell? I kept him in reserve the entire battle just to protect my skirmishers, but he was kind of making like random charges against the Bowie to help Iceni. In the end, though, it wasn't enough to really influence the fight. But it did hold my flank together so my skirmishers could freely survive. Still, I was seeking revenge against his general, so I, what is it, trample charge? I trample charge with these 5 Eastern Cataphracts against his general, and I was hoping to get lucky, but he gets away, and I think this unit breaks, and it's like, yeah, there they go. There's actually only 4 there. Where's, oh, the 5th was over there. So yeah, that's that. But we still have a lot of skirmishers. We still had 2 horse archers. I still had 57 Cataphracts. And I still had that Kartli Axeman and that Kartli Axeman. And Pontus still had a lot of troops, so it was down to the wire here. I was still very confident that we could come back from this. But the problem here is Bowie Eye still has a heavy horse and a noble horse. And a ton of good, not a ton, but at this stage it's a lot of really good infantry. In fact, right now, at this moment, he easily has the best infantry on the field. So here, I don't know really if it was a mistake or the right move. Essentially, I sacrificed my Eastern Cataphract. The thought process here was to take down his heavy horses and his general at the same time. That doesn't really go according to plan. So he gets caught in the fight. I seen he get some good slinger shots on his general, but here, okay, so here I charge him. I will take the unit down. But there was still, well, actually, there's only 1 heavy horse that got lucky and survived. But his general still got into my archers. He javelined me too. So I'm down to 39 already, and now I'm surrounded. At this point, and look at my numbers dropping. This Cataphract just gets eaten alive at this point. I do kill his general, which I was like, okay, that's game changing. We got this. I actually just charged into his slingers too at the same time and broke those. But I kill his general, but in the process, I lose all 4 of my skirmishers and my Cataphract. So in the end, I would say that was probably the most influential fight in the entire game, because that really screwed us over there. I had 4 archers, a Cataphract, and 2 Cartly Axemen. I had a lot. I was a big threat on the field at this point, and with the loss of my Cataphract, I basically lost everything, and it was all for the Boii general. If I could go back, I wouldn't have charged that or accepted that fight. I would have rear charged him after he engaged my archers, but I thought maybe I could quickly pin him down and shoot him to death, but that didn't work. He narrowly escaped my Cataphract and managed to charge into my archers there. I suicide my horse archers at this point. Pontus is dead. I don't know what the hell happened to his forces, but he had a lot left. I wasn't even looking, frankly. And yeah, Iceni and I do not have enough units left to change the course of this defeat here. So it was back and forth, but in the end, Team Boii pull it out. Boii definitely was a powerhouse in this match, but yeah, I think we did good, but I think we could have done way better. I honestly think Iceni and I might have done better if we didn't help each other, because I had like 2 cavalry units that could have flanked Bactria, but I sent them to help him instead, and he did the same to me. He had several units fighting on my side, and I honestly think that's why we might have lost. We probably shouldn't have helped each other, because yeah. So in the end, yeah, we were defeated, but we still did really good in terms of kills. So Pontus, his general did alright, but not really that great. Horse archers though did amazing, getting tons of kills. And the rest of his cavalry though, kind of terrible. I didn't really see them very active on the field. The Eastern archers not bad, honestly. I would say these are really good kills just because Eastern archers suck in my opinion. But I mean, I had them here, but I had slingers too. I think it's better to mix your skirmishers. It can confuse your opponent, honestly, and Eastern archers are very good for getting quick kills, but they can die very quickly. Pontic's sword is doing really nice, actually. Wow. 125 and 18 kills, that's a lot. And even 52 is nice. The Celtic Warriors, one of them did great, but I think they were misused. I think it was a missed opportunity for a cycle charge. For cycle charging. I think though this Pontic build would have honestly done better with naked swords. And the Therial Spear is getting tons of kills too, honestly. His kills on his infantry weren't bad at all. Galatia's general did amazing, and he still had a lot of health left. Wow. One of the Cappadocians did good, and the horse skirmish is not the greatest. Celtic Slingers doing alright. Galatian Legionaries, yeah, doing really good. All of them getting tons of kills. One Galatian Nobleman did great, and the Galatian Spears did pretty nice too. Levy Freeman not really doing a whole lot. So, look at this. 34 kills on the Azat Knight General. Don't frickin' say it. Don't, because you'll never get me to put my general as a Royal Cataphract. I won't do it. The Eastern Cataphracts, though, did frickin' nowhere near as better. One of them got 106 kills, but no chevron. This one, though, did really good. Almost 200 kills with 2 chevrons. And then this one did alright with 65 and a chevron, but really, they could have done better. The Horse Archers did great, though. Noble Blood, not the greatest either. My cavalry kind of crapped the bed there in that fight. Probably why I lost. Eastern Archers and Slingers, see, this is what I'm talking about. I think it's good mixing your skirmishers, but bringing solely Eastern Archers or Eastern Slingers, I think it's not the greatest idea. Although 4 Eastern Slingers is very good, they don't deal a whole lot of damage. That's why I have the Archers, because Armenia kind of lacks killing power. So with the help of the Archers, that kind of gives you a little bit of a bonus. Hillmen getting actually pretty good kills. I know the majority of these were on other Hillmen, but that's not bad though. Because they're both suck, so at least they got something out of them. My Cartly Axemen were the MVPs of my army, honestly. Look at the kills they got. I was amazed with these guys. They did awesome. This is the best they've ever done for me. 200 kills and 2 chevrons. That's awesome. Bactria's general did freaking amazing with 3 chevrons and 117 kills. One of his noble horse did good, and the other Bactrian royal cav did alright, and then one of the horse archers did good. And you can see the dogs made short work of these skirmishers. I didn't even have to shoot them because they were dead before I even noticed it. The dogs ran them down quickly. Hillmen, obviously, they kind of got trampled. Though his thorax swords held up very well in that fight. It got good kills. And one of the Threo spears did alright. So, Icinius' 2 heroic riders did really nice. The veteran riders, though, didn't do that good at all. Veteran riders suck. I say it every time I see them, and I'm going to continue to say it because they just suck. The Brit and Slingers did alright. And the freaking War Dogs, look at this. Look at this. 136 kills, 215 kills. Are you kidding me? They literally got the most kills in his army. Like, what the hell? The Chosen Sword Band did god awful. I'm allowed to make fun of Irish. His Levy Freeman did alright, and then the Sword Band did okay. Honestly, though, I really do think us helping each other was our mistake there. And Bowie as general did really nice. Heavy Horse, though, not actually that good. I thought they would have done better. If he was able to get a flat-out rush against Iceni, it would have been very hard for him to come back from that matchup, from that fight. The Slingers doing The Axe Warriors, though, one of them getting 122 kills and one of them getting 104. Those are really good kills. Levy Freeman, not the greatest. And then Sword Followers getting tons of kills. Wow. That's a lot of kills, so. That was a fun match. It was laggy as hell, though. Honestly, it was only 9 minutes long, but it felt, I swear to God, I think we would have been playing for like 20 or 30 minutes because of how laggy it was. But yeah, it was fun in the end. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you next time. Bye.